I don't know how I feel about any of what Cat is doing this game.
I don't know how that makes sense. Okay, maybe. Okay,
So,
Jacqui, are you
Kerry,
an outsider?
No, I'm the flower girl. I didn't know last night. I wasn't expecting to know.
Do you remember who voted?
No, I wasn't tracking this shit. I'm the flower girl.
Yes, so you're supposed to track it.
No, I'm supposed to tell everyone that I'm the flower girl, and they better track it, and I would give them the right information.
All right, everybody. Good night, and
JC, have you never seen Goonies? The Goonies?
That's the best movie.
If you haven't, I suggest you watch it right now.
It's almost as good as Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Almost. Not quite.
I have never seen that movie.
Paul Blart?
Paul Blart. Never seen it.
It's fine. It's fine. It's stupid.
That's pretty high praise. In this house, we call it Paul Blart Marley Cop, anyway. Stop that.
Stop. No, you.
Another Empath game. Let's see if we're sober for this one. Oh, actually, there's no drunk. Holy shite. Wow. Okay, what's the... I guess I could be next to a boom dandy, so I have to be worried about that. I could be a marionette. It could be a Vortox game. Okay, so there's lots of reasons why my information could be incorrect. Day one. All right, cool, great. We love that. Let's see if it is... I'm not sure what I want more, actually. I think I want a positive number. I think a positive number is going to be the most fun. It's going to be a question of like figuring out if it's a Vortox game, and if it is, then I can trust my neighbors. Likely, unless they're both evil, which would be very spicy. I would love to receive a 1, and it's actually 2. That would be so hot. But wow, no drunk. Incredible. We'll also see if I'm made Sarah Nova's mad.
It.
Oh my gosh.
That's so good. I was like, the game will end if we kill me. Don't.
That's true.
The game will end.
Yeah.
Jacqui, honestly, my biggest regret of that game is not like killing George A and then allowing you to Star Pass. I think that would have been...
Yeah, no, because I would have. If you just sort of let me be, because I had to commit to it. But I was totally for killing all of my minions and then Star Passing to the Reckless, because I know Ed would do it.
It's part of the reason I nominated George that day instead of you, Jacqui.
I sort of got that vibe, JC.
Yeah.
I was like, I think we both know where we want this game to go.
Yeah. Now you all see why when I played werewolf, and they would be like, Jacqui, are you a werewolf? I hated social deduction for 20 years. But I've also learned to just lean into it, and the more I play on camera, and the more I play in person, I just present evil all the time, and everyone gets confused now.
It also just takes, I think, a little bit of sort of cultivating that type of energy in the community, and I think TPI has done a really great job with making, like, keeping, you know, Avery and Bunny and Milk and Emma all like play chaotically in a way, but it's always with the intent of being fun while keeping the game potentially solvable. Like no one makes bad plays to appear suspicious. There's always a method to the madness, and there's always
the moment that Richie came to me and was like, Jacqui, I'm so proud of the chaos player you're becoming. Like, it was that moment. Like, you're having fun, but still making the game solvable or not solvable, depending on what team you're on.
Sure, yeah.
I think you need to have
I just came from multiple games where people were using cards, so this is exciting. Hello, Sam.
Oh, yeah, I do like the card system. However, I have been told that Ben prefers waking people at night. So, so here we
I
are.
much prefer it, especially for a stream game. Like, I think it...
I still love cards, but, teach their own.
Sure.
All right, well, you're the empath. You learn a 1.
Oh, I love it. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Evil token.
What is the most insane bluff that you have won with? as
Lunatic.
evil?
I was the Poe.
Oh, okay.
And I genuinely thought.
Also, just for chat's benefit, I'm hoping that this means that it's a Vortox game and both of my neighbors are evil. That's all. All right, thank you. Bye.
Convincing as a lunatic, so we got away with that one.
On the Sunday stream, I was I think it was the Sunday stream right after the ogre release. I was the ogre who chose Milk the Spy, and got into a double claim with the Scarlet Woman, and immediately just backed off of it by claiming Goblin, and then people thought I was the demon because I did it.
So did you turn evil?
Yeah.
Okay. That's solid. Because
And
that's
Milk knew that I was the ogre and just trusted that I told him the truth that I had picked him. But he was going to find out the next day anyways. But just told me that I was evil, and then just the first day I just immediately claimed Goblin. I actually put myself on the block and claimed Goblin.
Oh,
I've
that's
been
very
the
fun.
ogre 3 times now.
And then I did it every day till the very end of the game, and people finally put it through thinking that I was the demon, but it was too late because we were almost at the end with all evil players.
I don't think
Except
I've
for
ever been
the
the
demon.
I've
Good
been the ogre
morning,
3
John.
times. Oh,
Good morning. Rise and shine. Welcome to this 12-player game. I have died, sadly. So please solve my death. I'll give you about 7 minutes for today. Good luck and have fun.
campfire.
Come on, Jacqui. Oh, she didn't even. Her best friend, and she doesn't even hang out.
Oh, she's down in the campfire. Yeah.
Oh, I'm waiting. She's waiting for me.
Interesting. Hello.
Hello.
Am I your marionette?
Do you want to be?
Yeah, that would actually be very interesting.
You can be. Sure.
Okay, sure. All right, perfect. I'm looking at an empath token.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. What demon are you?
The Vortox. I'm not the demon.
Vortox sounds great though.
Yeah,
I'll mark you down as
Vortox,
Vortox.
sure.
Okay. All right,
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Great. Perfect. All right.
Great chat.
Thank you. Bye. Safe. I like that I gave you all my information and walked away with none. It was
Look,
perfect exchange. You're not wrong. Jen, yeah, absolutely. Hello.
Hello, hello.
What would you like to do? All right.
I'll match.
Okay. I have, well, as you know, Jen, I have a very big heart. So I am, of course, the empath.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
I will tell you that. All right. I'll go ahead and trust you. I'm the cannibal.
Oh, okay. All right. That's fine. I would prefer not to be eaten now, but in a couple days, I don't mind sacrificing to see what you get. I think that's a pretty powerful use of information in terms of figuring out things. So yeah, that's fine.
Fair enough.
Cool.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thank
Good luck. Thank you.
Atreides.
Yeah, sure, Josh.
Let's go talk.
Okay. Is there a reason you wanted to talk with me?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
How about you? Is there a reason you want to talk to me?
You seemed to want to talk to me.
Well, you were here. Hi.
That's fair. Okay.
I go by Atreides online,
Oh, okay. Very cool.
which
Nice.
shares the root of Atreides almost.
Yes, absolutely. No, 100%. I will tell you I am an empath.
Ooh, fun. You get any numbers?
I did get a number. I got a 0.
Nice. You got a number?
I got a
Pretty good.
number.
So I got a number as well.
You
My
got a number
number
as
is-
well.
Mhm.
Okay.
0.
Okay, so you are a chef.
Or an amnesiac.
Or an
Chef
amnesiac.
or amnesiac.
I guess you could also be my pixie if you were bluffing empath, but that doesn't seem to be something you're claiming.
I'm not denying that you're an empath.
Learned.
I would never do that.
Learned a 0. Okay. All right. Perfect.
Mhm.
Thank you, Josh.
Yeah, later.
I'll see ya.
Oh, don't all jump at once.
You want to chat?
Ooh. Well, okay.
Who is that? George?
Sure. Yeah.
JC. Hello.
Hello.
Do you want to
Hey,
do
hello.
hard fall again?
Yeah, sure.
Empath.
I'm just on empath. Ooh, exciting.
Okay. All right. I did see you walk off to Sam. What's your information? Do you think
My
it's
information,
a Vortox game?
tough to say at this point. So I've got the longest consecutive run of good players is 5. Or the marionette neighbors are recluse.
Oh God. Okay. Mario neighbors. Well, that's great because so far neither of my neighbors have claimed that they're the recluse. So beautiful.
Nice.
Interesting. Okay. Empath. I think I'm gonna keep my number to myself for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
All right.
None of my business until we need to know it to solve everything.
Sure. All right. Perfect. Thank you. Good luck. That's interesting. Lyra? Hello.
Hello there.
What would you like to do, Lyra?
I'm happy to match whatever you're comfortable with.
Sure. I am I'm an empath.
You're an empath.
I got a
Oh.
0.
I'd certainly hope so. I'm the cannibal, so I'm a backup empath.
Interesting. I've heard that claimed elsewhere.
Is it Jen?
It is Jen.
I think Jen might be my pixie.
Okay. Alright.
I did my usual thing when people double claim me of being like, no, you're not. Try again. And
Okay.
Jen was like, no, I'm definitely the cannibal, and I was like, cool. You're either Sarah Mad or you're the pixie. So I put them down as pixie.
I see. Okay. All right. I can understand that. I especially would not like to be eaten if you are actually the cannibal. If Jen is the pixie and you die, then I think it could be useful to execute me for
Yeah, she
information
would get some
there.
different neighbors. Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise but okay, cool. Sweet.
Yep.
Thank you.
Alrighty, cool. Best of luck.
That's might be accurate. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sabenite, have you ever met Naya in person? Naya?
I don't think so.
Naya.
Naya?
Naya.
Naya. Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, maybe at Vegas last year.
Oh yeah, maybe Vegas. I wasn't to Vegas, so.
Is Naya?
I'm not sure, but I think she's West Coast, so
Yeah. No,
that's the most likely place
that
I
would
would
make
have
sense.
met her.
All right. Hello. So are you the demon again? Should we just?
Not today,
Should we
no. You
react?
could just
Okay.
kill me, but I am the Alsaahir, so
Oh, that's
I
very
wouldn't-
fun. No,
I wouldn't
let's keep
yeah.
you alive for a little bit. That's
just for a couple of days.
Interesting. Okay. Do you have any handle based on other people's information as to whether or not you think it's a Vortox game?
Nobody has information that implies Vortox at this point.
Okay.
Nobody that I've talked to, at least.
Sure. I am an. You know what? I'm gonna hope that you have not
I'm not
pulled
the
evil.
Fangu.
That you have not pulled evil Yet
for the
again.
third time. Yeah.
I'm the empath with a 1.
Oh, again?
I know.
Okay.
Hopefully it's not
All
a
right.
demon this time. But
All
yeah.
right.
All right. Thank you.
There is, but not every storyteller uses it.
Yeah, there's a timer feature. I don't personally like using it, but that's just me.
Now,
Welcome back, everybody. You do have a couple minutes roughly until nominations open. You can do whatever shenanigans you like in the meantime. Naya.
Can I claim Alsaahir and guess that Jacqui is the demon and Sabenite and Ruth are the minions?
Okay, heard. Kerry.
I would like to Alsaahir guess that George is the demon and Lyra and Sabenite are the minions.
Okay, heard. Jacqui.
I would like to ask Josh if he is good or evil,
right.
because I wanted to chat with him today.
I am one of those.
One of those.
What did you expect to happen there, Jacqui?
Your savant
Yeah,
statement is yes.
That makes me happy and trust Josh a little bit more now. Thank you.
All right, George.
Yes, I'm the Alsaahir, and Kerry is the demon. Jen and Ruth are minions.
Okay, heard. Ruth.
I will guess that Atreides is the demon and Jacqui and Josh are minions.
Okay, heard. Sabenite.
I would like to claim Alsaahir and guess that Sabenite is the demon and Atreides and Ruth are minions, please.
You're the...
Heard. Josh.
Oh, I'll claim Alsaahir. Cat is the demon. I am a minion, and Jacqui is a minion.
Heard.
So, what's the vibe?
If there's a monk, I would love to meet them, and I would love to have protection, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I got you, Cat. Don't worry.
Aside from that, it sounds like the vibes are quiet on the ground.
Yeah, I haven't heard a lot of particularly actual information. Yeah.
Well, nominations are open.
I'll send you the same message I just sent to Kerry.
I will nominate Ruth.
Jen nominates Ruth. State your case.
Payback / possible cannibal food. I don't know for sure. I just heard it's a possibility.
All right, Ruth, your defense.
Fair on the payback, no thank you on the cannibal.
All right, majority is 6. Here we go.
Interesting hands.
5 is not enough. Ruth is safer today.
I know they're beautiful. I've been asked to be a hand model, but
that's
not your
my
okay.
camera off, and I can't see your interesting hands anymore. Cat nominates Jen.
Cat nominates Jen. State your case.
Late hand raise for science.
Jen, your defense.
I don't know that I believe in science. Yeah.
All right. Majority is 6 still. Here we go. Four is not enough. Today.
I'll nominate Cat, please.
Kerry nominates Cat. State your case.
If Cat is claiming a powerful role, probably not the Boom Dandy.
Fair.
Cat, your defense.
Please don't do this.
All right, majority is still 6.
He said please, so I had to lower my hand.
it's a fair argument, and I really wish I could not.
Oh, we can't get all the cardinal points? Oh,
Three's
unfortunate.
not enough. Gotta say for today. Second call.
Atreides nominates Kerry.
Atreides nominates Kerry. State your case.
I just sussy sort of vibes. That's all.
Kerry, your defense.
I don't know what sus vibes you're talking about. I've hard claimed to multiple people in and around town. I believe I have a pixie. Feel free to kill me.
Jordy 6.
How would you know that they were a pixie and not just like Sarah had?
I don't know.
Commitment.
6 is enough. Kerry is about to die.
Oh, that sounds like a boom.
I'd like to nominate Lyra, please.
Nominate. So.
Sabenite nominates Lyra. State your case.
I've heard of an evil ping there, and the last second hand from Kerry to put himself on the block was a little suspicious.
Lyra?
There's no evil ping on me, it's fake. I'm not dying because Boom Daddy put themselves on the block.
Alright. 6 to tie, 7 to execute.
I mean, it's
I will say,
my time.
if you are an outsider, you don't need to worry about a Fango. I'm pretty sure of it.
Interesting.
7 is enough. Lyra is about to die, and Kerry is safe for today.
So all the outsiders can just go ahead and raise their hands right now.
Except for the mutant. Don't do that.
You know who's not great cannibal food? The cannibal.
If you're the mutant Bluff Savant, I got a great website for you.
Any more?
Ruth nominates Josh.
Nominate. Sorry, who was that?
Ruth nominates Josh.
Alright, state your case.
I think Lyra is good and should not be dying here. I don't know anything about Josh.
Josh?
Yeah, I'm willing to let a tie on me go.
7 to tie and 8 to execute.
We've had a tie every single
I will
game
break a
so far.
tie.
Yeah, we cannot tie it with Vortox script.
Don't break a tie.
No, don't be scared of the Vortox.
Oh no, it's
just
not a
tie.
Vortox. It's not a Vortox.
Yes.
7 is enough. Yeah. Lyra
I can
and
guarantee
Josh
it's
are
not
both safe for
Vortox.
today.
I guarantee it's not a Vortox.
The only problem is, Kat, in a world in which it is a Vortox, think about
Murder the hell out of
what
me.
you learned today.
I
nominate
count down
Atreides.
from 10.
Viva la Sim. I will nominate JC.
Josh nominates JC. State your case.
Hiya, neighbor. Let's poison that cannibal.
JC, your defense.
I'm not great cannibal food. I'm also better cannibal food than nothing. If people are nervous about the Vortox, it's not the worst, but I would like to live.
Alright, 8
I
to
agree,
execute.
Kat, but if people are nervous about it.
There's a Vortox on this script? Somebody said there wasn't. Oh no.
But it's not a Vortox.
Oh.
How's Kerry no Vortox?
8 is enough. JC
Sorry,
is
JC.
about to die.
It's fine.
Why are you so
No,
sure
this
it's
is
not a
bad.
Vortox?
Alright, I'm going
Because
back
I'm
to
a-
counting from 10.
Oh, Josh is dying,
Yes,
so I'm not going to say.
information and vibes.
Okay, alright.
5.
I'm
1.
dying.
JC has been executed, and
I'm sorry, JC. I can't read.
the game continues. Good night.
That was a bad kill.
It's better than
Tracy,
nothing.
can we talk tomorrow?
Interesting.
Yeah, sure.
I feel like I talked to a couple of people yesterday, but I only have one token marked on my groom.
I'm pretty sure Kerry voted every single time, so I think Kerry is the Zealot. While it's not horrible to like Kerry is in a way like outsider confirmed. I do think a zealot does a lot of harm to good. It makes it very easy for evil to put who they want on a block or tie, or get people they don't want on the block off, which is why I want Kerry dead here. It'll be interesting to hear what Lyra comes up with tomorrow, if she is in fact the cannibal. It'll be interesting to see if we live through the night. Jen could just have been Serenovus mad as the cannibal. Jen might not actually be a pixie. But I think I read Lyra as more the actual role. But it could be reverse. Like if I am the cannibal or if I'm the pixie of something and someone else comes to me and says, well, you're in a double claim, it's like, well, then that probably is just my pixie. Like that's a... Kat doesn't think it's Vortox. I think what Kat is implying is she's a balloonist who saw an outsider, and in a Vortox world, she probably would not see an outsider. She'd probably see a townsfolk. Because in a Vortox world, new balloonist has to see the same type of character before. So I think that's what she's alluding to. Now I guess Jacqui, Demon, Sabenite, and Ruth as minions. Sabenite could be a minion. At this point, it's either sort of Sabenite or Lyra. I'm more inclined to believe that Lyra is good if there is a pixie. Or even if it's someone who's Serenovus mad, right? Like, I'm more inclined to believe that the role is actually in, rather than the Serenovus making someone mad as a demon bluff. It can happen, though. So, it's possible Lyra is just evil. It'll be interesting to hear if Josh learned anything. There's just a lot of background noise for Jacqui. I love her. But there's a decent amount of feedback coming through. Longest good player chain of 5. Or the marionette neighbors, the recluse. Okay, so if I believe that all these people are good, then Lyra could be evil. That would make Jacqui probably evil. Because I don't think that there's a... That would have to be it. Longest good player chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe Kerry's the Zealot. Lyra could be my 1. Sabenite is... no, Sabenite would have to be good, unless this is a Vortox game and both Sabenite and Lyra are evil. In which case, these two are both false. Mario neighbors a recluse. I haven't heard of a recluse. So I'm interested. It's gotta be, I think, one of Jacqui, George, or Ruth. Would have to be the recluse. Longest good player chain 5. Or like someone is evil in here, right? Like that could also be the case. And so the longest good player chain is like George, Jacqui, Kerry, Naya, JC, if Josh is evil as an example. Though Jen would also have to be evil. Like the interesting thing about the longest good player chain 5, good player chain, means we're finding borders of where evil are. Or it's that a marionette neighbor's a recluse, and if we find the recluse, then we can hone in on the marionette. It was getting worried. Interesting. Hello.
Hello, you learn a 1.
I learn a 1. Okay. Thank you. Bye. It's got to be the same neighbors, right? Like, it's probably not that Lyra or Sabenite is dead here.
Why did I
So
put
that
so
would
many
be
night waking
very
hours in this
spicy.
script?
It doesn't even have a scroll bar. It's not that bad.
I think maybe we continue with a 0. And that way, if either Lyra or Sabenite is evil, they think I'm probably just, I don't know, Sage bluffing Empath. Or a politician, or something, like something that can be used, and maybe we last through the end game. I'm full on trusting that Naya is just the Alsaahir. I don't know. Like, if it comes up with George, Jacqui, or Ruth, then maybe we'll believe it. Lyra can at least get some good savant information, hopefully, tomorrow. Yeah, I need to chat with Kat.
Good morning, town. You wake up to find that nobody died in the night. There are 11 players alive. I'll give you about 6 minutes today.
Wow.
Okay. So,
Can I have a quick word before? Oh, people have already.
Yeah, no, say it, JC.
I was made mad by the Serenovus yesterday. I'm not the savant. If I gave you savant statements, ignore them.
Yeah, there were really good savant informations as well.
Okay, that's really good information to know.
Kat and Jacqui, did you want to have that chat?
Hello.
Hi. How are you doing?
I'm good. So this is maybe like just a read based on what you were saying, but your insistence on it not being a Vortex game makes me think that you're a balloonist who saw an outsider, or someone who is claiming outsider.
I will say that I do have an awareness of a particular outsider.
Okay. I mean, I think I also have an awareness of a particular outsider. But that's just from voting patterns.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think Kerry's the Zealot.
Oh, I would have to disagree with that. I think Kerry's the Serenovus.
You know what? Honestly, I would rather get rid of him than. So in either case,
Yeah,
I mean,
I know he's definitely not the Zealot.
You know he's definitely not the Zealot. How?
Because he's clearly a minion without a bluff.
Interesting. Okay. All right. You're not basing this on like any mechanical information.
Well, mechanical information that I'm the Zealot.
Oh.
And I must have been poisoned yesterday because I didn't get told off for not voting on everything.
I don't think that's.
Sorry, Sam. I'll try really hard not to do that today.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't like accidentally cheating, and that was bad of me. So
Got
slap
it.
wrist.
No, that's totally fine. I will tell you.
Also, I was lying a lot yesterday. I was telling people I was the amnesiac yesterday.
Oh, okay. You're not the amnesiac.
No, I'm the Zealot.
You are the Zealot. Okay.
I am very, very zealous about everything today.
I see. Okay. It's interesting because I heard a double claim of amnesiac, so I can believe that you're not the amnesiac anyway.
No. Yesterday I was making wild lies. I was claiming I had a bingo on being an each night engineer and all sorts. So
Right. Okay, I think we can safely execute Kerry.
Who was your amnesiac, by the way?
Your neighbor.
Which one, Josh or Lyra?
Josh.
Huh. Okay. He was claiming to be a savant, and that's also weird. So yeah, what are you?
I'm the empath.
Okay.
I have a 1.
Okay.
So if we think it's a Vortox game, I mentioned to Sam overnight.
No, it's definitely. I'm gonna come out with this when everyone's had their conversations.
Okay.
I'm mad. I'm gonna get myself executed in a bit. It's definitely not a Vortox.
How is it? Okay. All right.
Each night engineer.
Interesting. Okay. So
Puka, Seri, Puka marionette, and I don't know whether I replace the Seri with a marionette or whether I replace the other minion with a marionette, but we'll find out when I break madness in a bit.
Very interesting. Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you, Kat. All right.
And it should be a good, tasty thing for a cannibal if there is one.
That's very true. All right. Thank you.
Did you accidentally leave the chat?
Yeah, I hit the button. I was trying to chat.
Hello, George.
Hey.
What would you like to do?
I'm happy to match whatever you're comfortable carrying.
Empath.
Oh, nice. I am the Alsaahir.
Okay. All right. That's the second one. Okay.
Okay. I can give you all possible code.
What was your guess?
My guess was Kerry, Demon, Jen, Ruth minions.
Kerry, Demon, Jen, and Ruth as minions. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a Chef 1 out there?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Just wondering if you selected neighbors.
I just named names. I had very little to go on day one.
I don't think Kerry's Demon. I think Kerry is a good kill for us. There's leads on them potentially apparently being a Serenovus. Or a Zealot. And in either case, as much as I love a Zealot, it can do a lot of harm to good. And if it's a Fangu game, it might be a Demon later anyway, so removing it.
Yeah, fair. I mean, at this point, Fangu is less likely, right? Because we're in,
I agree.
Hooker, Monk, or Sync territory, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But that's fine.
I guess Puka is not a demon I've considered so far. Interesting.
Yeah, I heard a possible reason to think it might have been a Puka, but we can follow that up as the days go by.
Okay. Do you believe you have a pixie?
No, that's all fine. I don't think it's a pixie situation, but I'm comfortable with the situation. I know who you're talking about. And
okay. All right. I will trust you on that. All right. Cool. All right. Thank you.
Cute the Puka pick, and the odds that the monk chooses the same as the demon are probably about as equal.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Town. You got a couple minutes till nominations open. Kat, go ahead.
Hi, Town. Yesterday I went around town telling a number of people that I was an amnesiac with a bingo as an each night engineer, and that I'd put a Puka into play. Today I have been claiming that I am the Zealot. That's because the Serenovus made me mad as the Zealot last night, and I put a marionette in play, and what I'm not sure about is whether Sam replaced the Serenovus with a marionette, in which case I cannot be executed, or if he replaced the other minion with a marionette, in which case I'm probably about to die. End of story. Sam, over to you.
Naya?
Can I also here guess that that Lyra is the demon and Ruth and Jacqui are the minions?
Okay, heard. Kerry?
I would like to also guess that George is the demon and Sabenite and Cat are the minions.
Okay, heard. George?
I am the Alsaahir. I would like to guess that Josh is the demon Kerry and Lyra are minions.
Okay, heard. Ruth?
I'd like to Alsaahir guess that Sabenite is the demon, and Josh and Kerry are.
All right, heard. Josh?
My Alsaahir guess is Lyra. No, Lyra. Lyra's the demon. JC and Jen are minions.
All right, heard. Go ahead and say nominations are open.
Lyra would like to nominate Sabenite, please.
Lyra nominates Sabenite. State your case.
I am going to try and make this as clear as humanly possible. I was put on the block yesterday. I claimed cannibal, because I am the cannibal. I did not vote to get myself off the block. I did not nominate to get myself off the block. I got off the block. I got the role of someone who was Ceramag yesterday, so no one knew what their true role was. I did. Their information pointed to Sabenite. However, information that is an evil ping on Sabenite and an outed cannibal, there's no way would draw poison, right?
All right, Sabenite, your defense.
Sure, let's speedrun this.
All right, majority is 6.
She got my vote that way.
Do we think Boom Dandy?
That's fun.
Maybe.
8 is enough. Sabenite is about to die.
That's a very specific world. It's possible, though.
So the thing is, I have not been executed yet, which means that the marionette probably overwrote the Cerenovus and the Boom Dandy could still be in play.
It can happen at any time.
I would leave you
though.
alive. Like, executing you here would confirm a lot to you.
Cat nominates Cat. State your case.
Let's tie this and give Sam a decision.
All right. 8 to tie, 9 to execute.
I think Cat's a better killer than Sabenite.
Think Cat's a what?
A better kill? I can't believe Viva Lassam putting this kind of specific enemy ability in play. Just because if Viva Lassam was going to put a marionette in play, then or the other way around, it'd be too obvious for the minions to know that they are not the minion / are a minion now.
Yeah, but I only put the marionette in last night.
Last call.
Do we think we're on a
That being said, sorry, who voted there? I was not paying attention.
I'll nominate Naya, please. Sam.
Sabenite nominates Naya. State your case.
Whoever wants to vote for Flower Girl can vote on this.
Naya, your defense.
There's multiple flower girls in town, so I'm not sure how helpful that is, but sure, yeah, I'm happy to die.
8 to tie and 9 to execute.
Are we worried?
I don't want to look at
wedding.
I am the Alsaahir, though, to be clear.
Alsaahir, sure.
Alsaahir.
Clear.
Clearly now the rain is gone.
Wow.
Last call.
Oh, I want to remake my vote.
I'm going to count from 10. 5. 1. Sabenite has been executed and dies. Good night, everybody.
Okay, that's a relief.
Wow.
Okay,
Guess I
interesting.
was turned into the marionette.
Were you claiming Saint?
No, I was quite explicitly claiming Boom Dandy.
You would have had to have been told that you were a good character, though, right?
Yeah.
If that were the case, so you would know.
No,
I mean, let's assuming that the amnesiac ability is what the amnesiac claim is claiming. Yeah, but the minions would still know, right?
Yeah, I would imagine that they would be told that their role had changed. The nice thing is I can change the demon at some point, hopefully. Although I'm probably dying.
So, Kat, you think your ability is at each night star? You get to change the demon every time.
Not star.
It's each night.
You get to change the demon each night.
Yeah, each night pick an evil character.
And you're not just going to alternate between Booker and another demon?
Well, that's what I wanted to play around with the minions to start with as well, because the Serenovus targeted me, and I wanted to put a Serenovus in play because that would be an obvious change, not knowing that JC was mad yesterday. But because they targeted me, I thought, sod it, I'm going to put a marionette in and take away some of their fun.
I really wanted to tell you.
I bet you did.
when you were saying, I might put Serenovus in play, and I was like, no, Kat, that'll waste your ability. But I.
Yeah.
Naya, do you suppose if the eldest frozen sister stood in for Kim Possible, she would answer her phone calls, Alsaahir, so what's the sitch?
Love that so much right now. Oh my god, Kim Possible. Holy crap.
How are we doing with outside account at the moment?
I only know of one.
I'm the saint.
If anyone wants me to be the mutant, I'm happy to be the mutant.
But are you the mutant?
Sure.
If you're the mutant, I would like to recommend a Savant Bluff, and I will give you a website that will help with that.
Yeah, next time, Jacqui.
By the way, fun true story. When I was coming up with potential savant statements, because I came up with more than 2, so everyone I spoke to got different savant statements.
Oh my god.
One of the ones that I came up with, but didn't use because I thought it would be way too confirmable, was the amnesiac interacted with setup. And then that bingo got an ability that kind of is that.
Okay, so it's possible that the Serenovus was made into a marionette last night, which is why Kat was not executed. So Kat goes after the Serenovus, after probably a poisoner as well. So Sabenite could have been the Serenovus that was turned into... Let's do that. Sabenite is definitely not the demon. Sabenite could be the Serenovus that is now the marionette. Which is why Kat didn't die. I guess it could also be a weird frickin' play. But it'll depend on what number I get. If I get a 1, then it's likely that Lyra is the evil in my ping. Which is very weird given if Jen is still claiming to be the cannibal. Because JC was Mad Knight 1, so it wasn't Jen claiming to be the cannibal on the basis of Serenovus madness. It was JC claiming to be the savant. So is there an actual savant? Hello!
Hello, you learn 1.
Oh god. Okay. Alright. So Lyra's probably evil. It'll be interesting to see who's alive. Alright, thank you.
Who they sending it to?
Josh.
Interesting. So Lyra wanted Sabenite dead. Lyra is obviously going to suggest that Ruth is also evil, or I could be pucka poisoned, actually. I think I'm not necessarily against, or Lyra was pucka poisoned last night. If Lyra's dead, this is gonna be really spicy. And in that case, I guess I could be pucked, and Ruth and Kat are both good. Unless Kat has changed the demon. I think Kat changing the demon is going to be the... Yeah, it'll be weird. It'll be weird. Sam, I love you. That amnesiac ability is insane. I mean, it doesn't... So here's the thing. It self-references itself. Evil obviously knows it's in play. Evil knows that it's going on, like it's confirmed to evil, but it's not confirmed to good. So it's just it's an interesting idea for a power. Interesting. I want to build worlds where Kat is evil. But that's why Kat knows that it's not a Vortox world. So in the world that Kat is evil, it probably is a Vortox? Wait. It's hard to say, honestly.
Right. There are 9 players alive. I'll give you about 5 minutes.
That sucks. Oh, actually, it's not that bad. Flower go yes on Josh, but I guess that means that Josh is specifically not the imp or thing.
Star Pass?
You have a flower girl,
as
yes?
in yes on Josh, as in that Josh was the only one who didn't vote yesterday.
So,
Oh, okay.
No, you got to know, and that was
Because yesterday,
not vote.
no, as in yeah, everyone voted apart from Josh, and it was a flower
And you
go
got a
yes.
yes. Oh.
Yeah.
Hello, you're the cannibal?
Yes, I am the cannibal. Lyra is my pixie.
Okay, all right. Sure, we'll believe
But
that.
Jacqui's and Kerry are a pixie claim, which I think is either a mutant hiding or just one of them's evil.
No, I think Kerry's the zealot. Kerry's voted on every single nomination, including on himself. So either they're the boom dandy, or they're just the zealot. From a voting pattern standpoint. So I don't really care about
I think I've noticed that as well. Yeah.
Okay, you are... Man, I really wish I knew if you were the pixie. I'm an empath. I've had a 1 every single night.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you had a 0.
I know, I lied.
Okay, fair enough. Maybe we could kill Ruth. You could see me.
Sure, that's fair. It would be interesting if we killed Ruth and I got yet another 1. In which case, this is why I wish I knew whether or not you were a pixie. Lyra is... What did you get after JC was executed?
I got that the general information was that we were leaning towards good.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. I don't mind killing Ruth. I also don't mind killing Kerry. I don't think Kerry's evil, but it's just more of like liability.
Liability?
Yeah. Like if we have a zealot, and especially if we have an active Cerenovus making people mad as the zealot, like removing forced votes is probably good for us.
Well, do you buy Cat?
I think I buy Cat. It's such a weird.
I was
even like saying to my camera last night.
So here's the question about the power.
Sure.
If the power is what Cat says it is, then if there is no minion sitting next to the demon, how can you choose Marionette?
Well, because anyone can become a marionette. That's only a
but if it's an engineer, then it should be only changing a current minion into a different minion type, right? Not making a new minion. So if they weren't seated next to the demon, it doesn't really work. I would be Cat asking the storyteller, you know what I mean?
On a script with a pit hag, I can pit hag anyone into the marionette. It doesn't have to be adjacent to the demon.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying in a pit hag situation, but if this is supposed to be a bingo on an engineer everyday ability, then the engineer only changes what the minion's ability is. And in this world where that's what the power is, it could only change an ability, and technically if it's not seated next to, it can't be a marionette, so that could have just failed. You know what I mean?
I don't think that's the case, but I would be interested to see what Sam
would
say.
I would also ask, like, what was the exact bingo? Because if it's already, if it's already in play, then it could just have already been marionette Theranovus. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that probably is the case. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to think it out from a logical perspective. It's a little odd that we don't have more information than it's just an engineer every day. So I'm not sure I 100% buy it, but
honestly fair. Yeah. All right. Okay. Cool. Thanks, Jen.
Claiming me, and it's not Ruth, so I'm just trying to figure it out.
Yay. Okay. One conversation. That's terrifying.
Atreides, are you good?
I am good.
Are you good at it?
Very.
Okay.
All right, welcome back, town. You got a couple minutes till nominations open. Jen, go ahead.
I just wanted to ask Kat, when you got your bingo, which you've apparently gotten, do you know the exact wording, and have you followed up to find out what would happen if you were to, say, choose a role that was already in play or something that mechanically can't happen? So, like, if you were to choose, for example, marionette, like you claim to have chosen, and this is an engineer role, for example, if it's just supposed to change a minion, if the minion's not seated next to a demon, it can't mechanically happen. So I just was curious if you were able to
it could mechanically happen because a barber swap could swap a marionette with any role. So there's nothing against that happening, but I haven't followed up with Sam because that seemed fairly self-explanatory to me.
Could I actually just raise the question to a storyteller? Beyond setup, if there is a way for a marionette to come in play, does that marionette necessarily have to be adjacent to the demon?
If a marionette came into play after the start of the game, they do not need to neighbor the demon because that is a setup ability.
Okay.
And I would like to clarify that when I got my bingo, I stated that each night I choose an evil character, and that role is put in play, replacing a role of the equivalent character type, if not already.
If not already in play, okay.
Yeah, but so that means I'm not going to be going around creating good demons and good minions.
Yeah.
But I want to start going around with the other hands up. Naya, go ahead.
Can I also hear a guess that Ruth is the demon, and Kerry and George are minions?
Okay, heard. George?
I am the undead. I would like to guess that Naya is the demon, Ruth and Sabenite are minions.
Okay, heard. Kerry?
I would like to Alsaahir guess that Ruth is the demon and Lyra and Naya are the minions.
All right, heard. With that said, nominations are open.
This group seems like a mess, from what I can tell.
Who put this back together?
Most players feel executable.
George,
Yes.
how's your picture of this game changed?
I would say the most important way to describe that to you is that I gave you a bullshit lie on day one.
Huh,
If that
okay. Yeah, can't nominate. No. Okay, so I'm going to mark an outsider token on you.
You're free to do whatever you want.
Atreides nominates Ruth.
Atreides nominates Ruth. State your case.
I have a potential evil ping on Ruth, and I'd like to see what happens.
All right, Ruth, your defense.
This is fine.
All right, majority's 5. Six is enough. Ruth is about to die.
JC, who did you see on night 1?
Jacqui.
Because they're probably evil because you were probably poisoned.
No,
I am the goodest of goods. Let's fight about it.
It depends on the timing cap, because if your ability made a Pukka after the Pukka would go in the night order, then there just wouldn't have been a target night 1 rather than me being the target.
Know when engineer goes.
Yeah, Sam, at what point in the night order would a hypothetical amnesiac with a hypothetical each night engineer roll go?
Hypothetically, that would be something I would just decide. There's no necessarily fixed time. Generally, most abilities, in general in the game have a chance to be poisoned, chance to be protected, chance to be killed, and then gain information. Or, but yeah, for an amnesiac, it can vary. Yeah.
What's saying, Kat, that we know that it went after the Serenovus because you were made mad?
Yes.
I would like to nominate Jen, please.
Kerry nominates Jen. State your case.
So as the flower girl, I've been really careful as to watching everyone's voting. I think Jen's voting has been a bit suspicious. Jen is also in a supposed double claim. I kind of trust Ruth here, to an extent. Whether Ruth dies or not would be helpful to the town, but this might be something that we look towards. Yeah.
All right, Jen, your defense.
No defense.
6 to tie, 7 to execute. Four is not enough. Jen is safe for today.
Kat, you used your ability last night?
Yeah, I put an imp in play.
So it's now an imp. Okay.
Last call.
And it was night 1 Pukka, night 2
Pukka, marionette, imp.
So, if you've been sober and true the whole time, we know you're going after the demon kills, right? Because Josh died.
Well,
Josh
sober right
no.
after the Damien.
Yeah, Josh, no, I don't think so, because going from Pukka to imp means that the Pukka poison goes away, but if the demon goes after me, they would then be an imp and could then kill.
Oh, yeah, of course,
Right.
because it doesn't. It's just sure.
Yeah.
All right, last call for nominations. Also, I'd like to remind people if you're typing, please mute.
Josh, what were you?
The politician. Wait, no, that's a lie. I lied to Ruth that I was a politician, so I'm going to stick with that for now.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to count from 10.
Lyra, to answer your question, no.
5,
Shame.
2, 1. Ruth has been executed and it dies. The game continues. Good night.
Okay. Okay. There's possible... I do need to entertain the idea that Lyra and Jen are just in a world together. Jen, I think... So, JC is claiming to be a steward. Jen is claiming to have gotten general information after JC was executed. So, if Jen is actually the cannibal, then JC was just evil, in which case Jacqui is probably evil. Otherwise, I think Lyra's just the cannibal and JC is, and Jen is just the pixie. JC's steward. Lyra was Pucka poisoned the night that she saw Sabenite has to be the world, in which case Ruth was evil. So Ruth is not a demon, so Ruth is a minion. I don't know. Not the Boom Dandy, so... Actually, I don't think we had Madness yesterday. At all. But there's this weird double claim. What is going on here? Maybe one of them is the Sage. Actually, that could be it. I think I don't know why I read Naya more. Just like, she seemed to be claiming it more genuinely from the start. And I think Jacqui's an outsider of some sort. Unless Josh is. But it's like, I'm getting down to brass tacks. I think Kerry is definitely the Zealot. And so it's a question of where this other remaining outsider is. And it's probably a mutant. Or a politician. Mutant or politician is what I could see. Because it's not coming out for some sort of reason. And I don't think there's any suspicion that it's a Fangu game.
If I go to Ireland, I'm not going to order Irish whiskey. I'm just going to order whiskey. Like,
yeah, but how will you guarantee you get Irish whiskey?
Because I'm in the fucking country. Like,
what if they're like, here, have some Maker's Mark?
I would know it the second it hits my throat. I'd be like,
true.
That's not right.
That's some garbage American whiskey. Take it back.
Yeah.
There's definitely a big difference between bourbon and other types.
Yeah.
Occasionally,
hell, there's a big difference between Scotch and properly aged Scotch.
Oh yeah.
True.
There's a big difference.
Whoever said true, you are my spirit animal and I love you.
Oh, it was me. I'm Irish. Come on. I apologize. I stepped away to get more coffee.
You're fine.
Hello.
You learn a 0.
Terrifying. Okay, all right. Thank you, Sam.
Ooh la la.
I know, right? I'm basically a mutt.
Good mix.
Yeah. It's not bad. Means you got hair in places you don't want to have hair, but otherwise.
Wait, okay, so there's no Pucka in play, so I can't be Pucka. Unless Cat made it a Pucka. And I need to know what Cat made it. Toggling back and forth between Pucka and Imp I do like. It's very mean. Because it just delays deaths. Which is so powerful for town. Okay, alright. We gotta see what we believe.
When I
Good morning, town. Kerry died in the night. Kerry died in the night. You got 7 players alive. I'll give you about 4.
Died in the night.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Fascinating.
Oh, I don't like that.
So I put a Pucka in play last night. So I guess I go off.
I don't know how I feel about any of what fucking Cat is doing this game.
I don't know how that makes sense. Okay, maybe. Okay,
So,
Jacqui, are you
Kerry-
an outsider?
No, I'm the flower girl. Kerry has known from the like start of the beginning of the game that I was the flower girl.
You are the flower girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was like, I'm fucking telling everyone, and I'm not tracking shit, and I hope you all do it.
Okay, that's
So
fair.
oh god. I got 2 yeses and then a no. I got a no last night. I wasn't expecting a no.
Do you remember who voted?
No, I wasn't tracking this shit. I'm the flower girl.
Yes, so you're supposed to track it.
No, I'm supposed to tell everyone that I'm the flower girl, and they better track it, and I would give them the right information.
Big energy. I can get behind that. Okay, I'm trying to figure out the world in which my information is not true. I'm an empath.
Oh.
I had a 1 on Sabenite.
You have a 1?
No. I had a 1 on Sabenite and Lyra, a 1 on Sabenite and Lyra, a 1 on Ruth and Lyra, and now I have a 0 on Lyra and Jen. Jen, I think, is a pixie who is claiming to have seen a cannibal. Lyra, I believe, is the cannibal. JC...
Okay, Lyra claimed cannibal to me.
Lyra claimed cannibal, but also claimed to have steward-like information before JC revealed himself to be a steward.
Yeah, no. The second I got in a conversation with JC was like, I fucking saw you. And I was like, oh, have fun with that.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm not tracking this.
Where
so,
is the second outsider?
I don't know.
Because Kerry, I think, is the zealot.
Okay.
Kerry has voted on every single nomination, including the one that I put on him.
Kerry has seemed very good, but I couldn't pinpoint what they were because I've never played with them before.
Oh,
so
if
that makes sense.
If Ruth or Sabenite is just the recluse, that could make sense.
Could one of them just be evil though? Because like,
I think one of them for sure is, unless I am specifically pucka poisoned, but in that case, I don't know how Kerry died last night.
What are you?
I'm the empath.
Okay, empath. Sorry. Again, where I was saying before, where I would just fucking brain. Why is?
Okina kokoro.
Alright, no. I'm gonna refresh for a minute. It might boot us because it's still showing night phase for me.
Oh, weird. Okay, yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
All right.
So, okay.
All right.
Atreides, let's chat.
Yeah, sure. Hello.
Hello. Are you the balloonist?
No, I'm the empath.
Oh, okay. What have you been getting?
You're the zealot.
I am.
Okay, great. I got a 1 on Lyra and Sabenite, a 1 on Lyra and Sabenite, a 1 on Ruth and Lyra, and now I have a 0 on Lyra and Jen. So I'm trying to figure out. I think 1 of Sabenite and Ruth is definitely evil. I don't have a second outsider on my grim anywhere.
George is claiming recluse, but I don't trust it at all.
Interesting.
I've been claiming Flower. Me and Jacqui have been claiming Flower Girl every day, and George knew that Jacqui was claiming Flower Girl, and yet voted on everything. So
Yeah,
I think George is a good kill.
That's fair, honestly.
Yeah. Okay, we need to head back.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
How about that?
All right, welcome back down. Open up nominations here shortly. Naya, go ahead.
Alsaahir guess that Jen is the demon and Ruth and Sabenite are minions.
Okay, heard. Kerry?
Just wanted to publicly announce that I was the zealot, in case that wasn't obvious.
It wasn't obvious.
It was to some of us.
Oh, I'm the zealot.
I am the Alsaahir. I would like to guess that Jen is the demon, Sabenite and Ruth are minions?
No, my poison are still alive.
Okay, heard. All right, nominations are open.
Atreides, what's your information looking like?
I'll come out with it because at this point I will probably die in the night. I am the empath. I had a 1 on Sabenite and Lyra, another 1 on Sabenite and Lyra, a 1 on Ruth and Lyra, and now I have a 0 on Jen and Lyra.
I think I was probably poisoned last night because I put a pooker in play and we still had a death. So I think it's poison and marionette right now.
It depends when you go in the night order, Cat, because if the demon kill happens before your engineer pick, then you...
Or the demon selection,
or the demon goes before, yeah.
We'll get a better vibe tonight, probably. Although now I've said that, the demon can sync if they want to. But if they want to give us more time to solve, I'm fine with that.
I am concerned that, JC, you were probably Puka poisoned on the first night. There's a good chance that your ping is evil. I think that's where I'd like to execute today.
Oh, I hate that.
I hate that too.
So you believe,
Why?
Kat, just to make sure, you believe that your power activates before the demon goes. So in the world where you made a Puka night 1, you transformed whoever it is into the Puka and they targeted JC.
Yes.
Which is why there was no death night 2. Okay.
Yeah.
That has to be the explanation if the reason for no deaths on night 2 is the case it was Puka poisoned, right?
The other explanation is the Puka goes before Cat made a Puka and there was no choice made night 1.
But either way...
Wait, no, that's actually
either way,
important.
It's Puka. Yeah.
But
Sorry,
that is
everyone.
important. Go ahead.
I think we've been talking about this Amni ability for way too long, and I just don't believe it for a second. So can we move on from other conversations, please? Because I don't know what Cat's doing, but I just can't believe that this is an Amni ability that's worth talking about. Just because it doesn't feel like Cat's creating Pukas or demons or anything like that, and yeah.
Okay, if anyone alive now has been Serra-locked, it might be worth bringing it up, because I categorically know there's a Serra-Novus in play because I was made Serra-mad on the first day.
I was made Serra-mad on the second day.
Nobody has claimed to have been made Serra-mad since Cat claims to have changed one of the demons into a marionette.
One of the minions.
Call. The problem is that's also around about the time we executed Sabenite, right?
Cat nominates Jacqui.
Cat nominates Jacqui. State your case.
Possible demon candidate. I do think it is very viable that JC got poisoned information. I think this is worth doing.
Jacqui.
I trust JC with my entire being of my soul. And if you think I'm evil, kill me. I'm not claiming Satan. The game's not going to end if you kill me.
All right. Majority is 4.
Jacqui, love, Saint isn't on the script.
I don't care if something's on the script or not.
Even more reason not to.
More than just today's them, sir. Not, ma'am. I don't know what that would be.
Majority is 4.
Sabenite or Ruth, was one of you the recluse?
If that makes you feel better, I can be.
George, what are you?
I'm the recluse.
Are you?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
So we do have 3 outsider claims then.
Which makes sense, because if your ability is legit, Cat, then Sam probably would have...
Yeah.
Sam would have stacked the evil team at the start. We probably started with Poisoner, Serra-Novus, Fangu. And then with the idea that you would then weaken it once you figured out what your ability was and wielded it.
Last call.
Oh. Murder.
If you don't mind, mute, please.
That's me.
I'm going to count from 10.
Jacqui's just not the demon here.
Atreides
No, and
nominates
even
Cat.
if I'm the demon, I'm just going to say, let me die.
Atreides nominates Cat.
Atreides nominates Cat. State your case.
If we are worried about Cat's Amni ability just being made up and too good to be true, I do agree. It sounds ridiculously powerful. But if we think that, then maybe we execute into here today.
All right, Cat.
Yes, it is a powerful ability, but this is clearly why Sam overwrote the Serra-Novus with the marionette instead of whatever the other minion was. He left the evil team with a poisoner so that they have the ability to neutralize me whenever and wherever they want to.
All right, 4 to tie, 5 to execute.
I'm voting to save my evil self.
3 is not enough. Cat is safe for today. I'm counting from 10 again.
Jacqui, I don't have an empath 1 on you, so you can't be the
5.
demon. Sorry.
No, I could be a minion waiting for a star pass.
True.
Jacqui
I know
has
this
been executed and dies. The game
Oh.
continues.
I
Good
just saw that. I'm sorry. But also, my heart, I don't know if I would.
Okay, so Jacqui, what's your information been up until today?
Yes, yes, no.
Okay, and who was the no one last night?
I don't know. I told all of town, everyone I talked to. Track
The no
it,
was
'cause I
on-
won't.
The no was on George. I've been tracking it every day.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
Kerry's been good about that.
Okay,
Yeah.
in that case, yeah.
That's why I wanted George executed because between me and Jacqui, town knew that there was a flower girl, and George decided to vote on every day apart from the day that Jacqui got a no.
So we do still have 2 cannibals.
With an empath.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, I
I'll be
know,
right back.
I know. Messages are flying thick and fast.
Jacqui got a no when who voted?
Everyone apart from George.
Everyone apart from... Okay. So...
And the dead.
Wait, then... Okay, that just suggests George is the demon, right?
Yeah. So if... But Jacqui could be the marionette.
Fair.
That is entirely possible.
So, surely if Jacqui got a no when everyone apart from George voted, wouldn't that mean George wasn't the demon? Am I being thick?
No, well, yeah, if people who did vote aren't the demon, that would imply that I was left over and am the demon.
Yeah, because
Oh,
everyone
right,
voted
yeah,
apart
yeah.
from George. If George is claiming recluse, then the demon voted.
I'm doing a double negative thing. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, that's cool.
okay.
Okay, let's execute George then.
Yeah, it seems like I probably do need to be one of the remaining executions. I'm confident we have dead evil players, possibly plural. So it's
Do we
fine.
still have 2 Alsaahirs in play?
I'm happy with the Alsaahir situation, Kat. We can.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
Unclear to me, but I'm glad you think so.
Kat, do you have like the exact wording of your bingo ability? Because you described it in terms of I'm like in each night engineer and stuff like that. But if you know the exact wording of it, that would.
I didn't get the exact wording because Sam basically said, yeah, you've pretty much described it as... His wording was slightly different. He did give me the exact wording, but it didn't stick in my brain because it was what I said, but just different words.
It might be worth going back to him to get it. Just
Good morning, town.
Oh.
Atreides died in the night.
Right.
There are 5 players alive. I'll give you about 3 or 4 minutes.
Okay, I guess I'm still poisoned then.
What have we done
Poisoned
last
by a poisoner?
Yeah, because I went pucker again.
Okay. Yeah, at that point, that is impossible to explain mechanically without you being poisoned.
Yeah.
see if the exact
Hang on.
wording.
Yep, sorry, I've just clicked on something on my screen.
Oh, good.
The problem with amnesiac abilities like this is they're so out there that they could do anything.
Again.
Hello.
Hi.
So, okay, my information clears Lyra and Jen unless I was specifically pucka poisoned last night. Is it possible that your ability is only like once you put something into play, you can't make that selection again?
I've not been told I've made any illegal selections. I've not been given any head shakes.
not
I'm gonna
necessarily-
go speak to Sam.
Right, but that just might be if you select a character you've already put into play or you've already selected, nothing happens clause, which might mean we don't have a poisoner, because my world right now is Sabenite, Ruth, minions, George, demon.
Yeah, I think George is the kill today, but I do need to speak to Sam, I think.
Okay, all right, cool. Oh, well, speaking of, Kat would like to speak with you. I'm going to leave.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Sabenite asking if I want to vote on George. I think my world right now is George, Demon, Sabenite, Ruth, minions. Based on my own information. Unless I was specifically...
You don't think that there's maybe not just a poisoner still alive?
I don't know how...
I just don't think that both Sabe and Ruth are evil.
So you think I was poisoned when I had...
I mean, even just one poison would throw your stuff off.
That's
but,
true.
I mean, it's feasible. It's not impossible.
So
but...
if Sabenite is good, it would have had to have been 2 poisons, specifically, because it was
I'm
night
not
1
saying
and night
both
2.
of them are good. I'm saying
I know.
likely Sabe maybe is evil and Ruth is good, or vice versa. One of the two.
Yeah.
I would lean towards Ruth being the good of the two.
I agree with you there. Yeah.
Just my gut.
I need to chat with Ruth.
But I think it more just based on her claim. If she was evil, then she was probably the Sarah who got changed by Kat, if Kat is telling the truth.
Okay.
But I don't know if Kat's telling the truth. I could also see Kat just being the Sarah who just started sinking at some point.
Sure.
Which is interesting to me. But I could also see... I don't know. I've not played enough with Kat. I've played a couple games with Kat, but she's very good at looking like she's trying to solve the game as evil.
True.
So,
yes, can confirm from watching.
It's just so convenient that she got a bingo right away.
Sure.
And I mean, I guess there's only so many things if you're choosing an evil character, but still, it's like such an interesting power.
I agree. Let me try to catch Naya. Okay, thank you.
Be told.
Should I have told you if I was turned into the fuck up?
Hello. Have you ever guessed George as the demon and Ruth and Sabenite as minions?
Nope, that's today.
Okay. All right. Great. Perfect.
Yep.
Thank you.
Jacqui.
Are you speaking the truth this game?
I am the recluse. I'm a bit concerned. I think we're probably not on the same team, Jacqui, unless you got poison sniped.
All right, welcome back. I will go ahead and open up nominations, but feel free to do what you would like. Naya, go ahead.
I'll Alsaahir guess that George is the demon and Ruth and Sabenite are minions.
Okay, Kurt.
Or not.
Wow. Oh, that breaks my brain.
But you might be Pooker poison there.
Oh, maybe.
Perhaps we could entertain the notion that I'm not the demon.
I think we should do that in Final 3 and not before it, George.
Exactly.
Did
you vote yesterday? Yes, George.
Do we execute Ruth? Oh, no, I didn't vote.
No, regardless of who was executed, did you vote yesterday?
I don't think I voted yesterday.
George and Naya voted yes. Were the 2 people that didn't vote yesterday.
Yeah.
And what did the cannibal learn?
I got a no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we just kill George first and then Naya, or...?
I'll nominate myself.
No.
Why would Naya be dead?
All right. George. Nominate George.
Nobody believes me.
If you're not... If I get to tomorrow, I'm not living through tomorrow. I think that look is clear. So clear me today and we'll figure out what happens after that.
I think there's only
All right.
2 outsiders.
Majority is 3. Here we go.
So why are we killing a confirmed outsider?
I don't think there is a
I don't-
confirmed
We're not.
outsider.
It's,
Aren't you
Why
a
so many
politician?
votes?
why is that? No.
6 is enough.
Why did
George
we
is
split
about
the
to die.
dead? Oh, okay.
No.
I mean,
I honestly think George is just good. And if
Yeah.
not, you can all just punch me in the face next time you see me.
No.
If George is good, then we've still got a day to continue playing the game after this. We need to clear this.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world.
Are there
I
more than
think
two
both
outsiders?
evil minions are dead here, so
All right. Any more nominations?
Oh, Josh, I can be the mutant if that helps you.
It helps a lot.
Yeah. You can put me as the mutant if you want.
Sabenite, could you be the amnesiac?
Sure. Whatever
Brilliant.
all of you need.
I'm still going with poisoned wound, Andy.
Yes.
Counting from 10. 5. Everybody's so like silent and just like staring. George has been executed and dies. The game is over.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Congratulations goes to
pals.
the good team.
Woohoo!
Oh my.
I cannot wait to hear.
Please tell me I was right, but poisoned.
Not quite.
Not quite.
Was there no, we executed you both.
So let's start with our amnesiac cat,
You don't know what team you're on.
whose ability was each night choose an evil character. That character is in play. Long story short, this did result into a situation where there were 2 demons, one which is dead, and 1 minion, which unfortunately ruined the guess of the pixie Alsaahir today.
My God.
Oh, are you
Josh was
kidding
your original
me?
Alsaahir.
Yeah.
George was your imp who started the game as a puka. And then Cat made a puka, but he was already the puka. However, George was also poisoned night 1 by Sabenite, the poisoner.
Oh,
Sabenite says, hopefully he's not the puka, but worst case scenario he's the puka, but he could be a Vortox, and that's just funny.
I heavily respect that play. Well
Yeah,
done.
I love that.
So Cat's ability didn't do anything night 1. Cat's ability did happen after all the evil team went, because I thought that was going to make it less confirmable, and I think that was going to be important for the game. We did also make it so that it didn't necessarily, so the demon didn't necessarily have to turn into a demon and vice versa. Mostly we wanted that because going back and forth between imp and puka could have been weird. So Ruth started your game as a Serenovus. Made JC mad night 1. He was a steward. He was confirming Jacqui, the flower girl. Then Ruth made Cat mad as a zealot. Cat made a marionette, so Ruth became the marionette who believes she was the general.
Amazing.
And then later she made a puka, and we decided it was going to be, the amnesiac ability should help good, but for the balance of the game, we also turned Ruth into the puka. So she was a dead puka. And unfortunately, that's why Naya's pixie Alsaahir guess didn't work. I'm very sorry, Naya. I kind of regretted it at that point, but what can you do?
It is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is.
We needed the help.
Atreides was your empath who had true and sober information the entire game. Next to him was Lyra, the cannibal. Got JC's ability, got Jacqui's ability, was poisoned when Sabenite was killed. We didn't know what he was bluffing. To be honest, I still don't know what he was bluffing, but we pretended that he had the balloonist ability because that was one of the bluffs. So it was 2 nights. So Lyra learned. Oh, so here it is. Lyra was poisoned when she had JC's ability, so that's why we showed Sabenite.
You draw poison, baby.
And then the next night when she was poisoned, because Sabenite was executed, we pretended she had the balloonist ability and showed Sabenite again.
That's very funny.
Jen was your politician, who did lots of lying. Was trying to paint a cannibal world or a cannibal pixie. Then
Mind
Kerry was
blown.
your zealot, who George believed was a flower girl. Multiple nights in a row, George opted not to kill Cat because he determined something else was a better kill. I don't remember what it was. on one night. But one night he didn't vote, and he really thought he needed to get the flower girl all the way, so he killed Kerry.
I got the impression, I thought Cat might delay changing the demon again by another night, so I wanted to kill a possible empath just by positioning Josh, because he was getting a new neighbour that night. And then, later I needed to hit the flower girl because the no was going to be catastrophic. I didn't know which of Jacqui and Kerry it was, but I thought it was more likely Kerry.
Oh, always talk to me. You know I'm going to tell you the truth.
You told me you were the flower girl. I just said, could be either. But also, if you weren't the flower girl, it's much more likely to be alive because you were in execution to frame off the public kill with JC.
Also, credit goes to Emma for the amnesiac ability. I didn't know. I am not very creative with amnesiac abilities, but Emma pointed out, he's like, you know what? That's so crazy. It just might work. And of course, Cat picked it or figured it out day one. But I was pretty happy with how it came out. It wasn't necessarily confirmable per se. I thought it made for an interesting game. Sorry, Evil, it might have made it a little rough on you all, but I think you all did well, and you did pretty good all the way up until the end. It just, just how it goes. If not for the amnesiac, it would have been a Pixie Alsaahir win. So
a little just the combination of the empath positioning and the unwitting stew execution on day one gave us a lot of problems at the same time. That we didn't have time to put out.
Like, you can't plan for the person being made mad, being completely fine dying, somehow getting 8 in a situation where it would have been super easy for us to not get 8 on anyone, and then the cannibal being able to confirm their info. It spiraled real quickly there.
And the cannibal,
the fact that Ruth was claiming steward,
being sat next to an empath who had a 1 with someone claiming Pixie Cannibal, who honestly I believed up until the final day. At one point I even asked Jen, what happened when JC was executed, and Jen was like, I learned general information that good was winning, and I was like, got it, you are the Pixie. Lyra is definitely
the thing about the politician is there's so much going on in this game, especially the amnesiac ability. It was probably honestly going to be hard to figure out what Jen could do to be considered to be most responsible for evils or for good losing. So
it had to be.
That was going to be tough, unfortunately.
It had to be in the final, but I literally voted on every single nomination. I figured I could out a zealot possibly, and then also if Evil catches on, then they could use it. So
I think, to be fair, Evil were in such a rough spot. Evil were in such a rough spot that I think if you'd been able to help them win, you probably would have deserved the flip at that point.
Yeah, I think so too.
Once we executed Sabenite and Ruth back to back after executing the steward before that, Evil were
I think I just had to stick with voting for everything at that point, and then I did think it was probably George just based on outsider count, and I just, I don't think there's anything I can do at that point. I just got to keep going with it.
I just thought Cat was a minion, so I was ignoring half of the things that came out. I'm sorry, Cat.
Honestly,
go ahead, Cat.
I just still find it amusing that one of the things I tend to do is whisper demons day one, first thing. My first whisper is statistically more likely to be a demon than anything else, and I don't understand it. But the other thing, I'm really pleased that I meted Sam correctly that I wasn't going to be mad that day. So that's kind of the.
Well, you were not mechanically mad at that point.
Exactly. Yeah. So Sam, were you expecting
it was
to break?
Well, people in chat were kind of suspecting that you might try it. I didn't want to get rid of the shared notice ability, but I thought Poisoner was going to be more useful for Evil at that point, and which probably was true. Unfortunately, the empath info was just a tad bit strong. Yeah.
I guess that would have been the only argument for choosing Sabenite, would have been just so that the more likely execution is the one that got nerfed. But I mean, that's much easier to say with hindsight, I think.
Yeah. Also, with Cat not getting executed, that fits into a bluff, if it were a bluff. I loved Kerry's point. It's like that, that's just too wild of an ability. But normally I would probably agree, but that's just why it's fun to do things sometimes, because now that is a possibility, so that opens up the world for other things.
It's the sort of thing it would be a really fun thing to bluff.
Hey, it's Atreides. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications so that you can catch the weekly installments here. If you're looking for more ways to support the channel, you can treat yourself to some lovely merch at the store link below, or join our growing band of supporters on Patreon. Even what amounts to a Starbucks coffee a month really helps us out, and you get some fun free perks for doing so. Shout out to our current members. We are incredibly lucky and grateful to have your support. Thank you so much again for watching, and we will see you next time.